Hey everybody, it's News Now Ohio, guys. Alright, so wasn't gonna make a video about it, but I guess I'm gonna keep getting messages and keep getting people asking me questions about what I think and about my opinions about News Now Houston. Okay? First of all, to all the trolls and shit out there that keep spreading the lies about him, saying that he used a gun in the commission of raping a woman back in the 80s. It's not true. So get your fucking stories right. Quit spreading fucking rumors and quit being scumbag trolls and saying shit about people that ain't true. Okay? Uh, Everybody that wants to see his record, you're more than welcome to go to Community Media News. He's got News Now Houston's whole criminal record. Okay? And he's also got the recent arrest. Okay? I'm going to put this out here for everybody to know. I don't hold anything that a person does in their past against them. I don't hold it against them, especially if they've went to prison and done their time. They served their debt to society. They've been released and they're free. They shouldn't have to live the rest of their life tormented for a mistake they made. I don't want to hear, oh, he raped a woman, that's not a mistake, blah, blah, blah. Just get the fuck over yourself, okay? People do things that they regret, okay? We don't know the whole circumstances of what the fuck happened in the situation, all right? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, when I was 13 years old, I wasn't charged with rape, but a girl accused me of raping her. I grew up in a children's home, guys, in group homes. I went to a new group home in Cincinnati. I was there for 2 days and ran away. Okay? Well, when I got arrested here in Hamilton, it was in Cincinnati. I hitchhiked all the way home, came home. A few months later, I got arrested. A couple months later. I was sitting in juvenile detention. And while I was sitting in juvenile detention, my caseworker come up and was like, all right, we're going to be going to court next week, and you might, just so you know, you're probably going to be facing them rape charges for raping that girl up there. And I was like, say what? And he was like, Don, don't tell me. Don't give me no shit. He was an asshole. He's like, Don, I don't want to hear your lies. She's already identified you as the rapist. He was like, so if you'll be lucky if you don't go to Chico for raping her. I was like, Chad, I'm 13 and I've never even had sex with anybody, let alone raped somebody. I was like, so I don't even know who you're fucking talking about, but I've never raped anybody, and I've never even had sex. So you've got the wrong person. He goes, well, we'll just let the courts decide that. I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, I had gotten into some trouble. I broke into a school when I was run away. I broke into a school, and it's just a stupid thing, you know. I went in there and took a bunch of candy and beef jerky that the teacher kept in her desk for treats for us, and that's what I did. I broke into the school to steal that stuff. You know what I mean? I was 13. I was run away. I'd gone for a while, and I was hungry, so I broke into the school and stole one of my old teachers. That when I was down here in Hamilton, in the group home, I went to school, and I knew she kept that stuff because she was my teacher. So I was hungry and broke into the classroom and took the candy and the beef jerky and stuff. But anyways, that's just bullshit. I was 13, you know. So I ended up doing 6 months in Tico. It's a juvenile prison here in Ohio. Well, during that time, the girl who said I raped her had her child. Well, she ended up pregnant. Okay, so he had told me that. He goes, well, it don't matter. We'll find, if anything else, we'll just wait till she has the baby, and we'll DNA test the baby, and when it comes back, you're the dad. We'll know you raped her. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Well, that's the last I had heard about the charges. When he come up to get me on my release date, I asked him. He was driving me back down to the group home here in Hamilton. I was like, whatever happened to the supposed rape charges? He was like, I meant to tell you about that. He was like, I was just got busy. She had her baby and it wasn't yours. I'm like, well, how did they know it wasn't mine? I didn't get tested. He was like, well, the baby come out half African American. Well, what happened was the girl had a black boyfriend. She didn't. Her mommy and daddy hated black people. She hid it from them. When she got pregnant, she said, "Oh, it was mine." She pretended like she was the little good little virgin girl, and somebody raped her, and that's how she got pregnant. And she didn't want mommy and daddy mainly, to know that she was dating a black guy. So she threw a rape charge on me. Okay. I'm not saying that the two incidences are anything alike. I'm just giving you guys examples of things that can be done. Okay. Things that can be said, shit that can happen to people. Okay. So I'm not going to judge it because I don't know the circumstances of what happened, and neither does anybody else that's dogging News Now Houston, talking shit about him. You don't know the details of that. Okay. So I'm not going to get in it. I don't judge people. I'm not God. I'm not going to judge anybody. But here's the thing. I do know that the judge that signed the 95% of the warrants on Dave for all of the warrants that he's had since 1990 has been the Aguilar guy. The same judge who got arrested for beating a woman, and had a $1,500 bond, so this is the same guy who was putting these fucking charges on Dave and put this recent one on him, signed the warrant on him. Guys, this guy's corrupt. He's a scumbag. 90% of the fucking cases or the charges that he's put on Dave, you guys, have been dismissed. So that goes to tell you that this judge doesn't look at the facts. He just goes by whatever the fucking police say. So, and if you guys have any brain about you, you'll understand that Dave was exposing the Houston Police Department and all their fucking lies and shit that they were telling over this double killing that they did. Guys, come on. I mean, what do you think they're going to do? Dave had 150,000 subscribers. He was reaching a big audience. They have to shut him up. I'm not saying again, I'm not going to say that he didn't do what he's being charged with and that this is what it is. But I'm going to tell you now, I don't believe a fucking word that the police fucking say. I don't believe nothing they say. All information, all searching I've looked at shows no witnesses, no victims, no fucking nothing about this crime that they've convicted him or that they're charging him with. There's not even a witness. So how in the fucking, or a victim, how can he have raped somebody how can he have raped a child without there being a victim, without there being a fucking witness, guys? Come on, man. Put your heads together. I'm just saying it doesn't look good for the courts. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. Same judge that's been putting charges on him fucking so long doing this one. Guys, it just so conveniently happens while he's exposing the fucking Houston PD to the corruption that they're doing. Houston PD said from the beginning there was no body cams. We all know damn good and well that they don't raid people's houses without fucking body cams on to prevent lawsuits and any charges or any, allegations against misconduct. They always have body cams, guys. Always. Well, it comes out, there's like 5 or 6 different body cams. And now they're trying to suppress that. So please fucking lie, you guys. I'm just telling you guys to give this man a benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? They know that they watch his channel, they watch all the comments, they know a lot of people dislike Dave because of the charge that he had. What better way to get into him than, let's just say he child molested somebody. A lot of people already believe that, so let's just go ahead and do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. All I know is that the police lie. They lie constantly. I've been charged with assault to a cop three or four times. Never assaulted a cop in my life. I've only been convicted of one. I've got 3 domestic violence, you guys, and the little Morbettes like to call me a woman beater. What they're so stupid and rude don't realize is I've only been convicted of one of them, and that was the one that I got into a fist fight. Me and my brother got into a fight. And they got us for like disorderly conduct, domestic violence, and a resisting arrest. So, when I went to court for that, they merged all that shit together, and I pled no contest. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only one I've been found guilty for, is because they like merged them together and didn't give me no jail time. So I pled out to it. And this was long before I ever knew about my rights and what I could do and what I couldn't do and shit like that. Never have I ever been convicted or charged even for beating on my wife or any other fucking woman. Every fucking domestic violence that I've ever been charged or convicted of, which is only the one, has been fights with my brother when we were younger. Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean by people. They jump to conclusions. They jump to conclusions. They form an opinion before they know the facts. You know, I got fucking assholes getting on my channel saying that I'm a fucking woman beater because I have a domestic violence. Because they're so ignorant, they don't read the summary or the case material. They just see, oh, domestic violence, he's a woman beater, and that's just how stupid they are. They're fucking ignorant.